So we are, speaking of tabulating things and calculating things, we're halfway through the NFL season. Halfway through. And I do believe if you're halfway through anywhere, if you're halfway through a school year as a college student, you kind of know what you're going to get for a grade. You got a good feeling for it. You know, if you're halfway through your first year of marriage, you got a feeling it's going well, it's not. Like halfway through is something, it's substantial. And I thought, let's have some fun this morning. Because I don't think we're going to see wild variations in the NFL. Some, but what we know right now who's really good. We know who's really bad. And then you're fighting over, teams that are probably not going to win the Super Bowl, but may or may not make the playoffs. So this morning, let's predict, as of what we have, the votes that are counted this morning, let's predict what's going to happen in the playoffs. So let's go to the AFC first. The number 1 seed is Pittsburgh, Kansas City, 2, Buffalo, 3, Tennessee, 4, Baltimore, 5, Colts, 6, Cleveland, 7. Current AFC playoff matchups. Cleveland at Kansas City. I said I thought Cleveland would make the playoffs. They are as of this morning. I would take the Chiefs at home. Colts at Buffalo is an interesting one. One of the toughest playoff battles to measure. Something's not right in Buffalo. Josh Allen is struggling. Cold weather's coming. Even though it's at Buffalo, I think the Colts offensive line would be the difference. They have a better defense, a better O-line. I'd take the Colts in a low, ugly weather, low-scoring game. And I would take the Titans over the Ravens. I think it's a good matchup. I think the coach, Mike Vrabel, everybody's allowed to have a 2- and 3-week ugly stretch in the NFL. The Titans did upgrade their defensive secondary at the trading deadline. I take the Titans. Steelers get the wild card bye. Next round of the AFC playoffs, Colts at Pittsburgh. We all know that Indianapolis with Phillip Rivers has a fairly low ceiling. Pittsburgh really doesn't. They can drop a 35-burger on you at any point. Pittsburgh at home may or may not have any fans there. I'd take the Steelers off a bye, the number 1 seed. Titans at Kansas City. Again, I think the Titans match up with Kansas City, but I'm taking the Chiefs here. I really do believe the untold story of Kansas City, going back to week 12 of last year, their defense is top 5. Chiefs defense really good. Then we go to the AFC Championship, and I would take Kansas City at Pittsburgh again. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes in a big spot, details buttoned up over Big Ben and Tomlin, though I like the Steelers' front 7. Pittsburgh lets everybody stay close. Kansas City can blow your doors off at any time. I take the Chiefs representing the AFC in the Super Bowl as of this morning. I don't think it's any wild speculation. I think most people think that, but that's how I think it would transpire. Let's go over to the NFC, where the top teams now, Seattle's a 1. They'd get the bye. Tampa 2, Green Bay 3, Philly 4, New Orleans 5, Arizona 6, LA Rams. First round Rams at the Buccaneers. I do not think this is a good matchup for the Rams. Jared Goff under pressure can struggle. I would take the Buccaneers in a rout. Arizona at Green Bay. This actually, I like Green Bay, and kind of comfortably. Green Bay struggles with teams that get in the face of Aaron Rodgers. The Cardinals' pass rush is spotty. Their defense is susceptible to big plays. If Devontae Adams is healthy, I'd take Green Bay here by about 10. Saints at Philadelphia. I don't buy the Saints. It'll be in cold weather. They don't throw the ball downfield much anyway. I don't like their defense this year. I love Philadelphia getting healthier, better offensive line, a quarterback that can knife that ball through cold weather. You'll have both Goddard and Zach Ertz back and Miles Sanders. I'd take Philadelphia to win the game over the Saints, and I feel strongly about it. The next round of the NFC playoffs, Philadelphia at Seattle, they will have met their match. Seattle's a better football team. Carlos Dunlap, Jamal Adams, if the running backs are healthy, I think this is pretty easy for Seattle. Philadelphia feels like they can win a division and win a home playoff game, and that's about it. And I think people in Philly would acknowledge that. Green Bay at Tampa. This feels like the Niners at Green Bay last year. This is a bad matchup for Green Bay. It is a bad matchup. Teams with good running backs get leads on Green Bay, and they chill them out. And last year, San Francisco played them twice. If they'd played them 3 times, they'd have beaten them 3 times. Tampa's a lousy matchup for Green Bay. They put pressure on the quarterback. They put great protection around Brady, a lot of weapons. Packers too Devontae Adams reliant. They'd roll coverage, double him. I like Tampa. Then in the NFC Championship, Tampa at Seattle. It is going to be cold, wet, and windy. meaning Antonio Brown, good luck with a deep ball. The weather will be built for Seattle. They'll have a semi-pass rush with Carlos Dunlap and Jamal Adams. If their running backs are healthy, the feet of Russell Wilson and Chris Carson and running the ball will play keep away. Listen, I grew up there. That's going to be gross weather in Seattle. I ran half marathons in November in Seattle 4 times. It was brutal. This is January Seattle weather for a warm weather team. I'll take Seattle. And then I think Seattle faces the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl with the 2 best football players in the world, Russell Wilson and Patrick Mahomes. And believe it or not, I would take the better defense, the Kansas City Chiefs, to win the Super Bowl. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.